Hi everybody, my name is Brooke Binkley and I just want to welcome you guys to my very first video on my YouTube page. So my very first video, it's going to be super simple, super quick. This is basically just going to be a get ready with me. And I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about myself. And yeah, so I am a person, I don't like to use a lot of products to make myself look nice. When I was younger, I would doll myself up. Like, I'd put so much makeup on. But now that I'm older, I really don't feel the need to wear that much makeup. So I don't have a lot of products here. One, to show you guys. And two, because this is going to be super duper quick and super duper simple. Because I'm one of those people that needs as much sleep as she can get. Because if I don't get enough sleep, then I'm crabby. And so I'm also going to feature a couple of my products. I am a Pure Romance consultant. So I do have a couple of my Pure Romance products here that I'm going to be using to get ready today. And that actually brings me into this first one. This is called Skin Therapy. This is actually an aftershave protection mist, but this can also be used to spray on your face before your makeup, because what it's going to do is it's going to close up all your pores. And I have a lot of pores on my face. I'm oily right through, like just right through here. I don't really get oily on my face, like on my forehead or my chin anymore, but I do still get oily on my cheeks and on my nose. So I'm just going to spray some of that on. Alright, and you want to rub and tap it in. Just tap all over your face to really get it in the skin. And this is going to help close up your pores. And it's also going to put like a really nice, not like a film, but kind of like a layer over your skin. So it's also going to help your makeup glide on your face a lot smoother and a lot easier. Okay, so that is all dried and in my face and my skin. You're also going to be seeing this later. I'm going to use that for something else. But for right now, we're just going to put it off to the side. So next product I'm going to use, it's really dirty, so I'm sorry. But this is my Mary Kay Oil Mattifier. I just squeezed like a tiny amount, just about that much. Because I only apply this to my cheeks right here and to my nose. Because like I said, those are pretty much like the oiliest part of my face. So I'm just going to tap it in my pores, in my nose, make sure all the pores are nice and filled. Because I don't really like to wear a lot of foundation anymore. I will if it's like for a really nice event. But if I don't have to wear foundation, I won't. So before we go into the eyes, I'm actually going to put on my face stuff first because the eyes are super duper simple, y'all. And usually what I just use for my face if I'm trying to, like if I'm in a hurry to get ready, I'll just throw on some concealer and powder, which I'm going to do right now. So I like to do my concealer like one eye at a time, because I will also set the concealer after I'm done blending it out, just because I don't want, you know, like the creasing and stuff. But while I'm blending this out, I will let you guys know a little bit about me. Again, my name is Brooke. I was born and raised in the good old Sunshine State in Florida. And I moved up here to Virginia about 4.5 years ago, I think. And I just really needed a change of scenery. And plus, my stepdad is a pastor. So he was pastoring a church up here in the town that I'm living in. And plus I missed my family. So change of scenery, I missed my family. I had gotten out of a really bad relationship at the time as well. And I just needed something different. I also needed to like find myself because I kind of lost myself. Alright, so that's all nice and blended. And I'm just using my ring finger. I'm just using it to blend. I don't really like using face brushes that much either, just for like powder and stuff. I'm just gonna tip. Oh, and by the way, the powder I'm using is by Jean Michel, excuse me. And it's in the color Creamy Beige number 2. I'm just tapping it all where I put the powder, just to prevent those like little creases underneath my eyes. And since I put some on my eyelid as like my primer for my eyeshadow, I'm also gonna just put some powder on that as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same exact thing with the other bites. You can totally tell, like, I look like my age on this side, and then this side I look like I'm 10 years older. I'm 24, by the way, so I definitely look 24 on this side, and then this side's just like looks like you need a little bit of help, honey. But yeah, I moved up here. I just really needed a change of scenery. And I lived up here for 4.5 years. I work at Red Sun Farms. That is a tomato plant here in Dublin. So we grow tomatoes and we pack them. So when I first got hired on there, I was in the greenhouse. And then once the tomatoes started growing and stuff, and once it got to the point where they needed people to start packing the tomatoes to go off to shipment and stuff, then they put me in the pack house. So I take care of tomatoes and I also pack tomatoes. So that is what I'm currently doing. And then as my side job, I am a pure romance consultant. So I just do that to bring in a little bit of extra income, because let's just face it, y'all, like, times are hard, and I mean, you need money to live. So, and you know, and plus I have really big and bougie dreams with a small wallet. So, you know, I want to make all my dreams come true. And in order to do that, you know, you got to have money to do that. I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. I'm just going to blend that out real quick. I don't really worry too much about like the outer portion of my face as much as I do the inner portion of my face. So, because most of my flaws are on the inner part of my face, like all my pores, my oil, like around my jawline and stuff, I don't really have that many flaws, I guess you could call it. But I just do it just to make myself look a little bit more presentable. Because, I mean, you never know who you're going to run into. And so I'm just going to set that concealer real quick. And I'm also just going to take my brush and run it around the perimeter of my face. Just so like the blush and the highlighter and stuff has something to glide on very easily. Alright, so that portion is done. Like I said, super duper quick, just concealer and powder. I'll get up close just so you guys can see. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on some blush. This is, well, the name rubbed off, but I can show you that. It looks like Prince Olivia, maybe? Princeton Olivia? Princess Olivia, that's what it is. Princess Olivia Duo Powder Blush in warm blush and gentle rose. So that's warm blush and that is gentle rose. Most of the time I will actually use warm blush as a bronzer, and then I'll use the rosy color as a blush. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm just gonna put it right here on my cheekbones. That's warm blush. Now it does have a rosy tint to it. So this probably isn't like a color that you would want to put like on your forehead. But I like to put the darker color right back here. And then I'll take the rosy color and apply it on the apples of my cheeks and blend backwards. Now don't be scared to go overboard with blush, because as we all know, blush is the very first thing to fade away. So don't be stingy when it comes to blush. I love blush. I love the way blush just makes you look healthy and alive. Okay, so we're going to get into the eye look real quick. I'm literally only going to use one eyeshadow, but I will also show you guys how to darken it up a little bit if you want it a little, if you want a little bit more dimension to it. But the eyeshadow I'm going to use today is called Hazelnut, and it's by Mary Kay. It's just one of their little single eyeshadows. And I'm going to use this fluffy shader brush. I don't know what brand it is. I just know I got it at Walmart a while ago. So I'm just going to pack the color. Oh, look, the eyeshadow fell out. I'm just going to pack the color onto the bristles. Tap off any of the excess. And I'm just going to rub it all over my eyelid. I'm also going to just put it in my crease. Now, because I do Pure Romance and I do work a full-time job, there were times where I would come home from the tomato plant, and I'd have to like start getting ready as soon as I would get home. Hey guys, okay, sorry about that. I had somebody come to my door. So yeah, basically, I just went ahead and I finished up the eye look, to be honest. But really what I did, I just took that hazelnut shade on the same brush and I blended it all over. And then I took this little fluffy brush right here. And if I can find the eyeshadow palette, that'd be wonderful. Again, so, okay, real quick, I just used hazelnut all over my eyelid, and also I put it in my crease. And then I took the color Scene from this Color Focus duo from Lancome. Let me open it, and it looks like that. It's really pretty. It's got a really pretty, like, warm, dark brown on this side, and then a really pretty shimmery color on that side. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But it's really pretty and it's really shiny. So I just took a little bit on that brush and I just blended it into the crease here. Just for a little bit of extra depth, because I do have hooded eyes, so I need that extra depth in my crease to make the skin that hangs over my eyes like not so hanging over my eyes, you know. And sometimes if I need some blending out, I will either grab some of my face powder and I'll blend the edges out, or this is a blush by Lancome. It's called Mille Glace. It's a really pretty, like, peachy pink color. You could also dab just a little bit of that on there and use that to blend out the edges, but very, very lightly, because it is a blush and it is super duper pigmented. So just very lightly, like you don't want to smash your brush on your skin. And see, it just makes it really pretty. Gives it a nice little different like color dimension. And then what I also did, I took some more of that hazelnut color, put it on the big fluffy brush, and I applied some underneath of my eyes, just for a little bit more dimension there. Then I also took some of filigree and I put it in my inner corners. And then I curled my lashes with a normal lash curler. And then the mascara I used is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. This is like my all-time favorite drugstore mascara, y'all. And so real quick, while we're on here, I'm going to do my lips. If I can find, I don't know what happened to my lipstick. My lipstick disappeared. Okay, you know what? We're not gonna worry about a lipstick. We'll just use an eyeliner today. That's quicker anyways, right? So the lip liner I'm using is by Elizabeth Arden, and it's in the color Taupe. I'm just gonna outline my lips and then fill them in. But as I was saying before, yeah. So sometimes if I have to do a party, as soon as I get home from work, usually I don't have a lot of time to do like a full glam face. So I just do something like super duper 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 quick and easy and get it done and over with. So that way, if I have a little bit more time to spare, you know, and then I can do, you know, I can get Dakota situated with whatever it is that he needs. Dakota is my son's name, by the way. Or I can help cook dinner. You know, just do little things, get that done and out of the way. So when I'm done with my party, all I have to do is clean my stuff up. And that makes life much, much easier. So this is the finished product. I kind of did a crappy job on my lips, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm just going to be walking around the house looking pretty. But this is the finished look. I'm sorry the video was a little choppy. Like I said, somebody did come to the door, so I had to go answer that real quick. But this is it. It's super simple, but yet it's really pretty. Like, it looks like you spent a lot of time doing it, but you didn't and you only used like a few products, this is, like I said, this is pretty much my go-to look. And yeah, I'm happy that you guys got ready with me today, and I cannot wait to see you again. Have a good day. Bye.